Today we're going to begin our study on slope and linear equations and expressions. So we're going to start out with an introduction to slope and exactly what slope is. Excuse me. So the definition of slope is the steepness of a line. So the steepness of the line is called slope. Okay? We can think about slope like it's a hill, how steep it is. It either goes really downhill really fast or downhill really slow. Okay? So the line that would have the biggest slope would be this one. That'd be the steepest hill, the fastest to go down. When we identify slope in an equation, we will use the lowercase m. That will tell us that we are talking about slope. We're also going to discuss today slope from a graph and how we calculate slope from a graph. Okay, and slope from a graph is also known as rise over run. Okay, the rise of the line, the up or down, divided by or run, the left or the right. Okay. The ratio, it's a ratio, which is a comparison of two numbers. The rise over the run is the line's vertical change to its horizontal change. Okay, so it's going to be a ratio between the vertical and the horizontal. So how are we going to do this? First thing we need to do is when we look at a graph, as we see here on the right, we look at a graph, we need to plot the perfect points. Perfect points are those points that perfectly intersect between the x and the y, okay, where they cross perfectly. So in our case, we have a point right here. We have a point here, a point here, a point here, and a point there, okay? So when we're talking about slope from a graph, what we would do next is create right triangles connecting our points. So we would go here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here. Okay, so now we've connected our points. So now that we've done that, we're going to start from the left. Okay. And we're going to count the rise, which is the up or the fall. So in this case, from the left, starting on the left, our line from left to right goes up. Okay, so if our line goes up, our line is said to have a positive slope. If our line goes down, it has a negative slope. Okay, so remember, slope is a ratio, so we need to count the rise and the run. So we will start at the point and go to where the other end of our triangle is. So this one is 1, so we're only going up 1. How many are we going over? 1, 2. We're going over 2. So the slope of this line is 1/2. Okay, let's do a little bit more practice. Okay, so next we want to know, is the slope of these 3 lines the same? Are these 4 lines the same? Okay, so remember, we're doing a ratio of rise over run. So again, let's start here. So our rise is up 1 over 2. Check my work. Up 1 over 2. Check my work. Up 1 over 2. So I'm pretty much safe to say that this slope is 1/2, right? Up 1 over 2. Let's check our next graph. Up 2 over 4. Check it. Up 2 over 4. Whoops. That needs to be a little bit neater so you guys understand the key. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our slope is said to be 2/4. Well, we all know we can reduce that fraction to 1/2. So let's look at our next line. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 3/6, which also is 1/2. And then our last line, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4/8, which is also the same as 1/2. So all 4 lines have the exact same slope. Okay? So let's look at our next page. So here we're going to practice calculating slope from a graph. Okay? So remember, I'm going to plot perfect points. Start by plotting perfect points. So I'm going to go here. Well, I don't want to use blue. I want to use yellow. So I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go here. Okay? Then I'm going to make my triangles. Here to here. Here to here. Okay? Again, now I need to look at my graph from left to right. Am I going up or down? Obviously, I'm going down. So now you know that your slope will be negative. And now we just count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? You want to check your work, you can try it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the slope of this line is negative 3/4. All right, let's try a different one. So here we have this line. Again, how do we start? We plot perfect points. Plot the point there. It's the point where it crosses both the X and Y. There and there. Draw your triangles. Okay. Now I need to look from left to right. What is happening? Well, it's going up, so I know my slope's going to be positive. Now we count. 1, 2. 2 over 1, 2, 3. Check your work. Go to the second one. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So you know your slope is positive 2/3. Okay, one more. Start out. Mark your perfect points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mark your triangles. Okay, now, looking from left to right, it's going down, so my slope here is going to be negative. Now I count. 1, 2, 1. So it's negative 2/1, or you could just write that as negative 2. Okay, you could check your work. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. So it does the same. So the slope of this would be negative 2/1 or 2. Okay? So before you turn these notes in, please practice on these 3 graphs, finding slope from a graph. Now, the different types of slope are pretty simple, and we've already talked about two special kinds. So as we travel from left to right and the graph goes up, our slope is positive, and we talked about that. As we travel from left to right and our graph goes down, our slope is said to be negative. This is going to be a new one. If our line is not steep at all, it is straight and it is horizontal, we are said to have zero slope. Okay? And if our slope is so steep that we'll just fall off the edge, or the line is vertical, the slope is said to be undefined. And we will learn more about that as we go. Please remember to do the couple of examples on this that we did not do in class. Please take a screenshot of both pages and upload it into the assignments category to get credit for your assignment. Have a good day.